are you doing?
Well, we thank God. Fine, thank you.
And indeed, we thank God that we've made it finally to the Women's and Girls Guilds, the Women's Conference for the year 2023. Is it okay if I ask my Lord, what's the significance of this conference, not just to the women, but the Anglican Communion at large?
I don't know about the Anglican Communion, but I do know that in every diocese such a conference holds, and it's a force for the unity of the women. It's almost like the synod, basically, as the synod gathers once a year to review the past and to plan for the future. So the Women's and Girls Organization of any diocese will meet once a year, review the past and plan for the future. That's basically what it is. And companies have annual general meetings, so see it in that light, that it's just reviewing the past, planning for the future, and keeping everybody working together towards a common purpose and a common end.
Okay, sir. Thank you. This year's Women's Conference says, the theme says, "We have seen the Lord." Now, even in a critical time in Nigeria, this theme was drafted. Do you see the need of this theme, even for the women? We have seen the Lord from John 20. What does it imply?
Well, of course, the phrase "we have seen the Lord," or the exclamation "I have seen the Lord," comes from St. John's Gospel. Mary Magdalene telling the disciples of her encounter with Jesus, in his post-resurrection encounter with Jesus. And of course, during the sermon, I did mention that by sending Mary Magdalene to his disciples to go and tell them about his resurrection, automatically she became the first evangelist, in spite of her background. And for Mary Magdalene as a person, it transformed her from being a downcast, despondent, sad person who, in the light of what Jesus had done for her, restoring her, it transformed her immediately, that she saw the Lord, and hope was once again restored to her. And it was with joy that she went to tell the disciples that I have seen the Lord. And maybe there was an element of boasting, being the first. But basically, again, if you follow John's account, Jesus later himself would have prayer to the disciples. And when Thomas, who was not there, came in, he met a group of very, very happy people. And even maybe before he could ask the question what happened, they said, "We have seen the Lord." So, and that is why Thomas, though we call him Doubting Thomas, Thomas says, "Unless I see, unless I have that experience, unless I put my hands in, then, you know." So yes, it was a very important thing that Jesus, after his resurrection and the empty tomb, in fact, the proof of the resurrection lies in his appearances to people. If he didn't appear, it would have been very difficult. And in St. Luke's Gospel, he actually asked for food. "Give me something, I will eat it." You know, so it's a message that resonates, that in the light of the problems, in the light of the harsh economic realities of the day, that people of faith can gather, re-energize themselves, re-strategize, and in spite of all the difficulties, whether personal or corporate, they can say, "We have seen the Lord," and be transformed that way, from sadness to joy and despair to hope.
Thank you very much. We've heard it from the bishop of the Diocese of Lagos Mainland. The theme, "We have seen the Lord," was not just crafted by the women. It actually gives hope to us, even at a critical time in our lives, that when we see the Lord and have an encounter with him, our lives will be turned from not just sadness, but to joy and a life filled of hope. Thank you very much, my Lord. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you, sir.